you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to read this post that I found on Reddit regarding the Dad Challenge podcast. This was written by one of his former subscribers, and I found it really informative, and it was a good point of view from someone else besides me that used to follow him, and it's really detailed, so it's not just like one comment. I really like the one comment thing too, but I figured that this would be kind of like a follow-up to my other video that I did sharing the letters that I received from former subscribers. But either way, we're just going to continue, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so before we get into this video, something common that I've been seeing recently from his fans and stans on the videos that I do about him, giving him criticism and keeping this conversation going, because as we said, or as I've said, the internet has a short-term memory. So if you allow toxic creators like Dad Challenge Podcast to just continue to go on with business as usual without changing their behavior, the internet will end up forgetting, and he'll just continue to do his thing, spreading hate, toxicity, and nonsense BS all over this platform and not be called out. So that's why the conversation needs to stop going, or keep going. But something that I've heard a lot is you seem to be obsessed. And this is something I hear from the Dr. D. Dozen stands, I hear from his stands, hear from Ballinger's stands. I am not obsessed with anyone on YouTube. The things that I am obsessed with, I will give you guys kind of like my top 3. Number 1, obviously my dog. Top obsession, no doubt about it. Second thing, I'm really obsessed with a really good milkshake. Give me a really good Oreo milkshake with a vanilla ice cream base and I'm a happy camper. Third of all, something else I'm really obsessed with are really warm summer nights where it's almost muggy outside and it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night and you don't need a jacket, you don't need long sleeves. I live for the summertime, and there's something super magical about hot summer nights, so I'm definitely obsessed with that. So those are kind of like my top 3. As you can see, no YouTuber or influencer is on there. Definitely not obsessed with anyone, and if I were to choose to be obsessed with anyone, it damn sure wouldn't be anyone that I've ever given criticism to. And on top of it, I think being obsessed with YouTubers is weird. So either way, I wanted to get that out of the way first and foremost. Secondly, I added some new tattoos, and I've posted other videos. You guys were curious, so I'll insert a couple of photos. I have this, this is like a flower and some greenery, and it kind of goes up onto my shoulder. Then I also have a moth tattoo, and then I also have the double upside down triangles, which are a sign of just femininity, being feminine. You guys can look into it for yourselves, but those are my newest additions. I'll add some photos because I know you guys were curious in other videos. Now let's get into this letter from a former DCP subscriber. It starts out and says, in regards to a previous post where the ditzy It's Our Life vlogger family and one commentator noted that Josh did a video about It's Our Life as of recent, I've added my 2 cents to their quote, DCP did a video about It's Our Life, and here it is. What bugged me about his video was he outright admitted, now I haven't watched their videos in maybe 3 or 4 months, but then goes on to accuse their dumb ditzy mom of always doing this or that. And how dare she do this again, just like all other times. Josh does that a lot. He claims he wants to expose all the vlogger families, but he doesn't actively seek out their channels, watch their videos weekly or even monthly. He doesn't do his homework, and during his video edits, he doesn't even correct himself or admit his faults or lack of research.
She's the evil witch from the Disney show. I played pickleball this morning. On Tuesdays, I try to play, I play a lot, and I take coaching because I really like pickleball and I want to get good at it. And so that's the day that's like my weekend day, and I go and I am dead. Anyway, sweating under here, but I deserve this Coke slushie, okay? This is like 900 calories of pure sugar.
I can't stand how he says, we have receipts of this mess. about timestamps and older videos of vlogger stupidity, but then goes on to be a majorly disorganized hypocrite. He doesn't even reply or read his comments anymore when people point out his flaws, and that's on all platforms he participates on. It's really irritating. Piggyback upon an aforementioned and subsequent paragraph, Josh needs an extremely loud wake-up call, a reality check to bring him down to his original intent and plan to expose the stupidity and social and immoral crimes of people who claim that family vlogging is the greatest gift from the internet, and it's their only and preferred means of financial income to keep all of their gluttonous wealth in their possession and not to be canceled into the online abyss of oblivion. Right now, Josh is already taking the first steps to send himself there. He is hurting the integrity and the cause of exposing YouTube vlogger families by not taking it seriously, not doing his homework ahead of time, and constantly being inconsistent with 100% of his facts and statements. Maybe Josh should take a hiatus and then come back with fresh ideas and better executed videos. And finally, to be quite frank, even after 3 years of doing YouTube rants, Josh is still acting like he's brand new to the family vlogging game. And now that he's monetizing, it's more like a major money whore douche waffle making money of exploiting other people's kids under the guise of criticizing bad parenting online. I'm fine with him blurring out kids' faces, but he's still using their actions and videos to make money just as much as the parents are, so ultimately, there's no difference between him and them anymore. End rant. I'm going to look at the comments in a second, but I thought that this was a really good post because not only does it encapsulate his lack of research, which has been a common topic among a lot of us that have kind of watched him and then stopped watching him, and now we're kind of looking at it from the other side of the street. It has been a constant pattern of not doing his homework, and it seems like that has grown over the last year. When you are giving people criticism and they're, public figures, internet personas, whatever, if you don't know all of it, that's fine. But when you do know all of it, it's your responsibility as a commentary channel to come back and say, look, I got more info on this. This is a correction of previous info that I had, blah, blah, blah. It makes your integrity stay intact for as long as possible when you're actually able to come back and say, I got this wrong. I learned more about this. Here it is. Let's talk about it. I think at this point, what has happened is his ego has gotten so massive and out of control that he just doesn't care. He thinks that there are so few people that are calling him out and so many people that are cheering him on and ignoring his lack of research and lack of morals and the fact that he's actively being a danger on this platform. He would rather continue to appease the people that are ignoring his faults than actually listen to the people that are correcting his misinformation or distasteful way of delivering commentary to these family vloggers. It's all about money. It's all about keep going. He's not going to take a hiatus because that would mean less money in his pocket. He has become everything that he criticized family vloggers for. He's now basically doing YouTube full time. He has a family member doing his editing. His kids have YouTube channels of their own. He's constantly, talking about the way that he spends his money going to the camera store and, upgrading stuff all the time, wrapping his Tesla, paying off his wife's nursing stuff, which all of that would usually be celebrated if he didn't get there by lying, exploiting people like Gabby Petito, showing clips of these family vlog kits unblurred. He's been very lazy with that historically. You might get a blur once in a while. Then we go back to the constant, bullying and making fun of people for their physical appearance, things that they might choose to get done or not get done in a plastic surgeon or dermatology office. All of this as a collective is why people have turned on him. and it's also why it's very important to continue to talk about him. Speaking of It's Our Life, he did do a video, and I'll insert a clip, where he called the kids' names, and then of course he ragged on Kendall for the way that she looked. You know, there's no missed opportunity for him to make fun of how someone looks, the way they sound, the way they dress, the way they dance.
So yesterday we had a meeting. So
You need to refresh your fillers and shit.
oh, the other update is that's going to be make the most money, bringing the most people.
You need less sunshine. Kendall, chill in the sun. You're going to have skin cancer soon. Your whole body is turning to leather. Just letting you know, I don't know if you noticed, I have a baseball glove. You and that baseball glove, similar looks.
So that's really exciting. Kevin and I are going to go swimming. Who are you telling to come here? Me?
You want me to put the air mat in the pool?
Do it yourself, punk ass kids. Your legs broken? Your arms broken? Good, do it yourself. Lazy assholes.
Okay, so what was I saying?
And it's just all so ridiculous. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about for today is that he's decided to bring back his, I call it the Wheel of Doom, but it's this spinny wheel where he picks people from Patreon. It used to be from Patreon. Let's see if he's including subscribers now.
On today and laugh, but before we get started, back by popular demand. Now, I know you guys are thinking, oh my god, he's gonna dance? Yeah, I'm gonna dance. Or you're gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna dance. It's about 50-50. But I'm gonna dance because I'm gonna bring this back because I think I should. I'm trying to give more for my members and my Patreons who subscribe instead of just early videos, which you do get. So if you sign up to join my YouTube membership, you can get early videos. But if you go any tier higher than the lowest tier, I'm gonna start putting your name on this, and we're gonna do a hopefully every week. We're gonna spin this twice on Fridays for Full Lid Fridays or some good ones like that, at least once a week somewhere in there, okay? And if it lands your name, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt or a hoodie with the prize pack that I have for the Dutch Launch Podcast, which includes a sweet keychain, sweet bracelet, a sticker, and a hoodie or t-shirt of your choice that I have on hand, right? This is coming from my person that ships for me, not from the Teespring store. So I'll let you know what I have, we'll get your size, and we'll print that for you. Very exciting, I know. So head over to Patreon, you join any tier higher than the lowest tier, your name is gonna get on this list. Same thing with YouTube memberships, you join any tier higher than the Dad Bod tier, I think it is, and I'll put your name on this. And then, you know, just so I'm giving everybody something, once a month, I'm also gonna spin the wheel for every member in Patreon on my channel. So head over there, get signed up, and you get some cool features too. Like not only early videos, here you get like emojis. I'm gonna be fixing my tier so that I offer more for my members for sure.
Nobody wants his stupid merch. Literally, nobody wants it. He has some of the worst merch that I've seen from any YouTuber. And I'm kind of critical when it comes to YouTuber merch, just because I feel like it better be good if you want people to like wear literally your brand on a t-shirt. But as far as like keychains and stickers and stuff, like who wants that? Who wants that advertising for a misogynist bully? Not me. You cannot bribe people to pay you for YouTube membership program or Patreon, which is essentially the same thing. So essentially what he's doing is asking you to enter into a contest to win something. And the prize, as we just heard, would be hoodie, t-shirt, whatever bullshit he's trying to give you. This is literally against, if I'll link it down below, this is the YouTube contest policies and guidelines, and it goes through, you know, quite a few, and it says your contest must be free of charge to enter. So essentially he's asking you to enter it, but you are exchanging money because you're giving him money for membership on YouTube or membership through Patreon. So you're exchanging an entry for your membership fee. That's against the YouTube terms of service, and his account could be terminated for breaking that. Now, I'm not telling anyone to report anything or anything like that, but I'm saying you should be educated on the fact that this is someone who is essentially bribing you and breaking TOS by asking you to exchange money to be entered into a quote contest where you will win some of his shitty merch. Again, education is key. Just be well aware on, you know, what you're doing. If that's still something that you want to do, then by all means go for it. But you should be fully aware that this is not something that YouTube would approve of. And that's where I will leave it for now. And plus, nobody wants his shitty merch. The last thing that I'll say is be very careful. I did a video several months ago about Patreon. Patreon gives the owner of the page a lot of personal information about you. Be very, very careful with trusting certain YouTubers with your personal info, because if you are a member on someone's Patreon, they will have access to your legal name, your phone number, your address. So just be very careful with that. I would not want to see anyone's info put into the wrong hands, especially if it's someone who has a track record of not keeping people's personal info safe and secure. So I'm just going to put that out there. And as you could see on his stupid wheel, it puts up the person's full name. So if you're using your full, you know, legal name on Patreon, then it's going to be shown on the Dad Challenge podcast channel, and not everybody wants to have their name put out there. And, you know, on top of it, all of this for what? Some shitty merch? Sign me out right now. But I did want to read that. I also wanted to talk about him and this whole stupid thing that he's doing. Guys, just be really careful. That's all that I'm here to say. Be careful. Educate yourself on who it is that you're supporting on this platform. And if you feel like you're supporting someone and then you no longer like what you see, then there's an unsubscribe and an unfollow, and you can talk to Patreon and, you know, get your account shut down through them as well. So it's just something to keep in mind. And in my opinion, the Dad Challenge podcast is a problem, and that's why so many people have vacated his channel, and his channel is a little stagnant right now. He allegedly has, I think, 128,000 subscribers, but if you look at his engagement, this has been a common conversation where the subscriber number doesn't match up with the amount of views that you're getting. Most of us can see through that. If you look at people who voice their concerns about YouTubers, like commentary channels, as being obsessed because they make more than X number of videos about said YouTuber, I'm not sure what to tell you. I can't reason with certain people, and therefore I have stopped trying to. But if you're going to come to me and say that I am obsessed with Josh specifically, since this video is about him, then what does that say for all of the videos that he's done about Micah, Jess Fam, It's Our Life, all the people that he covers on a very normal basis, Brianna K, Love Meg? Does that mean that he's obsessed with them? You see how stupid that sounds? So either way, that's going to be it for my rambling today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.